And we're doing it live. We are back. We are back. We have returned. GRG. Man, I'm so excited to be back, man. It's been a couple of weeks on a hiatus. So you know what? We're going to do this a little bit different because I have, we usually do it scripted. We got everything, already ready to go to talk about our topics. We're just going to go off the cuff because hey, I was not giving a rat's ass about hearing about anything other than gaming unless it was about a game that was coming out or something of that nature, not about the console war and any of that bullshit. So anyway, man, the illustrious panel is back, minus our boy Livewire. I feel bad about that, you know what I'm saying? So, in remembrance of our boy, we definitely got to show love. What's up, Livewire? all right, man. All right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll be back on next week. Of course, Don, you heard Xbox. If you was listening, Xbox 448 was on the on Crossfire, and he had a knife to his throat, so he probably will not be here. And then also, as Don, as always, is out there scavenging and saving wildlife. So shout out to those people out there. Man, let's go ahead and introduce our special guest. Man, he was on the show once before, and he didn't really get enough talking time, so hopefully tonight he gets a lot of things to say and talk about, man. So what's up with you, Triple Cup Chuck? God, boy, I tell you, I'm going to get it right one day.
Yeah, what's down with you? Everybody know that you mess up names. I mean, I ain't the only one, so I don't feel special about that, you hear me? But look, it's your boy Triple Cup chucking them up, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for having me on here on the GRG podcast. Everybody in the pound, I see y'all. Everybody in the live chat was out. This is your boy Triple Cup chucking them up.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, man, I seen your video, and I wanted to ask you before, but man, you want to tell people about your video? I mean, look, now it's not for anybody who has any young kids, but it was hot. It was hot. It was right, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of chocolate in there doing their thing.
Yeah, so, it was something serious, yeah.
So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, before we get on to the rest of the panel, you want to talk about your video a little bit? Because man, it was hot, man. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna brush on it for a little quick second. I mean, I do a little music here and there. I dabble my feet into it. Everybody know. Saying the little shout out I did with the gamer thing. We got the little video we did. Saying it's a local video. The hood kind of blew up, got pushing good numbers. And I don't want to really just promote it because this ain't what this about. This right here is about games, not about music. So if y'all want to hear anything about it, just hit me up on Twitter. And I'll just give anybody the download about it, Jeremy. Nice.
We heard you, boss.
We definitely
heard you.
Now we're gonna get down to the ladies, the matriarchs of the podcast. First, we're gonna start off with Lady Infamous, man, Miss Famous, as I should call her. Man, she had an interview and everything. Man,
ain't nothing. I'd rather be infamous than famous. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Happy Friday, you guys. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com, and we ain't going nowhere. Let's talk about these games.
Nice, for real. And then we move on to our next important member of the crew, Delilah HD. What's happening with you?
What's going on, everybody? Delilah HD, GWG, GRG. Glad to be here. Ready?
Throw it up. You said that like you throwing up sets. I love it.
That's right. I represent all day.
Yes, love it. And then, okay, let's get on to the show because we don't even need to talk about this other bum right here. Anyway, no, what's up with you all?
Don't do that.
I know I can't do that. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? My right-hand man, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's a bum, as our boy 100 would say. What's up with you, man? What's up with you all day?
Man, he got himself on mute or something.
He just unmuted.
All right.
He's trolling. He's trolling. Hold on.
All day, he probably is trolling.
No, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to do it. This is how I need to do it. Right here.
He probably eating.
Our new added PlayStation member to the podcast that's substituted for Fonzarelli. Hey, I present you all day. What's happening all day?
Change that background and his icon for real.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Get that green back there for Xbox. We need to go and change that to blue.
Yeah, you need to change that to blue. Dark blue.
I can assassinate them all, man. What's good, man? Let's get this on the road, man. I'm about to kill everybody. It's Jason in the flesh.
What's with the violence, man?
Nah, man. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Let's turn up, man. Let's talk about this game.
Okay. Let's get to it. All right. Everybody's been talking about this today since we might as well talk about it too, and that is Npd'S. And the question that I have for everybody on the panel is does Npd'S really matter all that much? I know that this is like why is it that it's so concerning this generation? It hasn't been the focal point of anything for any generation prior. Why is it so important here? And what did you take out of it? We're going to start off with you first all day, since you're the one, that got something probably different to say than all of us.
Hey, man, just shout out to Nintendo, man. They doing their thing. Splatoon 2 came out today. Y'all go cop that if you want a nice little different experience. You know what I mean? But
that chat, though.
Yeah, that chat. Hey, I don't know about that Dr. Seuss shit, man. That shit crazy. Yeah, man, that's a disappointment. But I mean, Npd'S, man. I mean, it shows you where everything is at, man. Grand Theft Auto's still up there. That shit crazy.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And what blows my mind even more is that Xbox ain't got one game on that list, man. That's very alarming.
You said, huh?
Yeah, that's alarming, man. So the Switch doing their thing. PlayStation, continues to do their thing, of course. But numbers matter, man. It kind of gives you a perspective of what's going on, what people are buying. You know what I mean? So
numbers only matter to fanboys.
Nah, numbers matter regardless.
Livewire agrees.
I mean, it's not the end all be all, but it matters. It shows you what gamers are buying. You got to know what's out there in them strays, man. Stay safe.
Well, that's true.
If you really want to count apples to apples, then you look at bank statements. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
I mean, bank statements ain't giving you games though. That's crazy.
But neither is Npd'S. Npd'S ain't giving nobody no games.
I'm saying, I'm like, why is people taking so seriously about these numbers and these lists when it's not going to affect my pockets and not going to affect how the way I spend my money playing these games? I really even don't care about these Npd'S, to be honest with you. I didn't even know when the new games come out, when the new betas come out, and then see what my
he gonna say next. He gonna say fraud, damage control. Watch.
But for real though, unless you're a stock shareholder with these development companies or with the actual consoles like Sony and Microsoft, you shouldn't be worrying about these Npd'S. So
I totally agree.
I understand why it's still such a big part of the topic. Like, let's talk games. Let's go. What y'all been playing? Like,
I agree. What do you think about this? Triple cup?
All right, I'm gonna give it from like a different perspective. Now, a lot of people say like, the Npd'S don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing about nobody on this panel. They don't really care about the Npd'S. But for me personally, and for like a lot of people I know, the reason why they care about Npd'S is not about really the console war. It's more about, let's say, the more consoles you sell, let's say the more people could purchase games on that console. And me, I'm 90% multiplayer, 10% single player. So that means multiplayer gonna have more people to play against, more people that's gonna be online. Then they'll better be able to make people a lot better. So let's say if you got a game that's been out for a while and the numbers gonna drop, but if the consoles have, let's say, 80 million, that means they got more people that have this game that could keep the game alive. That's why I think crossplay is so relevant, that we need this here, because a game could survive longer and have longer legs. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a marathon and not a sprint when it comes down to having games with long legs. And that's more what I'm about. And that's the only thing I care about, who win. Not really and truly, I mean, not win, but just the whole concept of selling more, get more people involved into the consoles, get more people, playing games and having fun and staying out the streets doing this dumb stuff. It just helps building up the community. That's just my personal thoughts, and like some of the people I know, that's how we feel about that situation.
Yeah, and
see, people care about Npd, but they don't really. I don't understand why people don't really realize what they don't report. Like, they don't report some things on PC. They don't report all things on digital. They don't report some things on digital now, but not everything. So, I mean, I always have reservations about that, but a lot of people don't look at that, don't count that. And, you said that because you feel like multiplayer matter and because you want more people to be able to jump in on multiplayer. I get that, but really, if you think about some of the single-player experiences, I mean, you got Nintendo, they doing extremely well, and they do a lot of, they don't really have the best online in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean you can make arguments on both sides.
I mean, but this is how I look at it with Nintendo. A lot of people give Nintendo too much credit. I mean, but you got to think about this here. Nintendo, they core base is kids. Now, parents, when they go buy a console, they go with Old Faithful. They're going to go get them a Nintendo. So regardless of how good a Nintendo is, how good the online is, how much power they got in the console, the only thing parents seeing is Nintendo. I'm gonna get this for my kids, and people having kids every day. So you know, it's a Nintendo gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, damn, did you just say a bar right that fast? Damn. I caught it just right there.
He's saying that. Okay, don't get me wrong. I respect your opinion, but I'm gonna have a rebuttal on this that Nintendo's gonna be okay because I went to an event like last week at Nintendo, and they had like a pop-up event at my local GameStop, and they was trying to pursue people to buy that motherfucking Switch. I'm like, it was good to enjoy and, you know, to play the games a little bit, but lightweight, they were really pushing themselves of that Switch. So, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, why are you guys pushing Nintendo so much? Maybe because their sales are not up to par, or maybe
they popped up at GameStop because they got to make that money.
Yeah,
you know, they're gonna push it. They're gonna push it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You saying like Nintendo? Got a Nintendo kind of GameStop?
No, I just seen somebody pop up in here. I cannot believe it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Most snaps must not be home. Most snaps must not be home. What's up with you, bro? What's happening?
Talking that shit, man. A skinwalker gonna come through your back door and snatch your ass.
Back-to-back shows around here. Back-to-back shows.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I was like, man, I'm gonna jump into the hangout. I don't want people to think that I abandoned one of my 50 families over here. So what's going on, man? What are we talking about?
Oh man, we just a distant cousins. It's all right. We know.
Everybody's doing the podcast upside down from the ceiling and shit, man. What up, bro?
Oh man, like Spider-Man. You know I'm hyped for Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh man, listen to that. No, we were talking about Npd'S. We heard you on the Crossfire. You guys were talking about it, but I was over here asking basically, why is it so important this generation? Like, why is everybody so gravitated?
Yeah, you don't see, you don't see Audi talking about BMW's numbers and back and forth. I mean, Lord, I can go. It's
a product of the console war. Everybody thinks that, like, you know, hardware sales, they matter to a certain extent because then, you know, developers and publishers, they get an idea of what the potential audience is out there for, you know, the games that they put their money down on. Right. Software is where the money is made. And when it comes to that, you know, Xbox is doing well with what they have out there. I just feel that, you know, I don't know. I feel like Xbox can market better. I know they tried this whole grassroots campaign, and they're waiting for the One X to come out and have like these YouTubers doing 4K streams and stuff like that. So when it comes to the Xbox business side, I know they're going to wait on it, but I really feel like they need to start throwing some money down into marketing for the One X and stuff like that. And they need to really start putting those commercials out there. They need to focus on the features that they have on the Xbox platform that isn't anywhere else, like game preview. Whether you like it or not, it is a feature, something that you can advertise that you know, the competition doesn't have. They have to rethink their marketing strategies. What they need to do, man.
That I agree with. They need to do more there. I mean, of course, I do think they're waiting on some things, but I'm like, why wait? You know, but
why? Yeah, why?
it is what it is. I mean, I think it maybe just come down to the fact that they don't really have anything to show this year. They don't want to do it too soon because it is, you know, hurt them, you know, before. So
scalebound.
They're probably playing it safe. You know.
Yeah. Well, when it came,
it is what it is.
When it came to Scalebound, what happened with Lionhead, Fable Legends, and stuff like that, all of a sudden, Phil is like, you know what? I really feel, and I get backlash from the community, social media and stuff. I feel like Xbox listens too much to the consumers. I feel like they need to have a direction that they're going with the system. And, you know, some people are going to like what they do. Some people aren't. But when you listen to a mass majority of people, when you listen to 100,000 people and you try to go with what everybody wants to do, you are going to screw up your product is what's going to happen, because half of those people are saying stuff that they're not even interested in. You know, you got a certain number of trolls within the community that are just saying shit to say shit and stuff like that. I feel like Xbox listens too much to the consumer base. And I know that sounds weird, but I really feel that's part of their problem right now.
I mean, look at it. I mean, E3. I mean, everybody's saying Xbox ain't got no games. So Phil bought every indie under the sun, and a lot of people wasn't satisfied with that. So yeah, stop listening, man.
Okay, but then this is the thing that I have to counteract with that though all day. When PlayStation was doing nothing but indies, everybody was saying that they're looking out for the little guy, and now
that's not what he was saying though.
Well, that's what people were saying about PlayStation. They were saying that they were looking out for the little guy, and that's why. And now, because Xbox is showing indies, because they're going through a downtime of not showing a lot of exclusives or AAA exclusives, then it's like, oh well, they're just showing indies. That to me is a contradiction that needs to be addressed by gamers. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, look, hold on, wait a minute. Weren't you just the ones that were talking about PlayStation was all right when they were bringing out the indies? It was okay. They can have their sparse moment. That's what I'm not understanding. Xbox can't have a sparse moment. Xbox has been bringing out games all 4 years.
Man, all 3 years. I came in. I'm going full speed right now. My apologies to the panel or whatever. But what's going to happen with Xbox is, all right, because of the launch this year and because Microsoft owns it, there is a stigma to hate on it and to criticize it overly at points in time, whether it's the biased media, whether it's certain groups within social media and stuff like that. I think for lack of a better term, Xbox needs to grow a pair and go in a certain direction and not listen to the bullshit that's going on, because eventually you will overcome it. I said this on Crossfire before. I was like, their marketing was so good last gen that their marketing overthrew the whole Red Ring of Death scenario. All right. That's how good their marketing was. 360 was everywhere. They invested in their games. Like they were going nuts with that. You're not seeing that this generation. The marketing that they're doing now, if they did it during the 360 with the Red Ring of Death, there would be no Xbox One. All right. And they need to switch up with that. All right. When it comes to indies, we can argue that, PlayStation was touting indies and stuff, and now they're criticizing Xbox. All right. But at the end of the day, E3, they showed 42 games. Whether you want to call them double A's, whether you want to call them indies, whether you want to go, with the AAA route when it comes to like Crackdown, stuff like that, whatever you want to call them, they showed 42 games that are supposed to come out from that E3 through the time to the next E3 next year. But I still feel like they need to tease the population, stop listening to the consumer so much, and give a couple teasers for the Fable reboot at that point.
They listen to the
my question is this to everybody on the panel. What do you expect to see? What medium do you watch enough to where you'll feel like, oh, Microsoft is advertising enough? Because if you're on Twitter, you'll see an Xbox ad. If you know what I mean, if you're watching TV, you expect to see it before you watching Netflix. Like, do you pay for the ads on Netflix? Like that's the thing I'm trying to point out. Like, what is it that you expect to see from Microsoft? Where do you expect to see these advertisements?
I haven't seen any advertisement. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
so on YouTube or Twitter, like I see.
All right, to have
listen, I'm asking.
Yeah, and I'm trying to answer real quick. What it is when it comes to the marketing last year, when it came to TV and stuff like that, you would see 360 commercials through just about every genre of TV show that was going on.
But cord cutters have changed that whole, it's changing because people are no longer subscribing to cable. People are using like their Rokus and their Xboxes and their PlayStation.
I hear that. Trust me, I hear that. But the majority is there's still a shit ton of people on cable. All right,
what I'm saying is, do you watch cable, right? You have cable. You watch cable.
Me personally, no.
Okay, that's my point. So you don't watch cable, but you looking for advertisements on TV.
But check this out. I also have 7 aunts, and I have a mom, and I have cousins, and they all have cable. Mm-hmm. They all have cable, and the casual.
So you ask them. You ask your aunts and all them, have they seen an Xbox ad? You check with them like, hey aunt, you saw Xbox ad today, or you saw Xbox ad last month? Like that's the point I'm making. Like, how do you know what they're doing if you can't even see what they're doing? Like, you're not even watching TV.
And moms and tees don't play no games like talking about.
But we watch Hulu,
facts,
we watch
though.
Netflix, we watch things that have advertisements in between.
I know when football season's around and I'm watching my NFL games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Falcons. That's right, rise up. Anyway, whatever. When
that right now.
No, Triple Cup Trump might get mad. Anyway,
you already know what time that is. Huh?
Yeah, I know what it is. But anyway, I mean, when I'm watching my NFL games or something on Sunday or Monday, sometimes Thursday, like I see an Xbox ad when I'm watching TV.
Well, when I'm watching games, they have a deal with the NFL.
No. But see, that's the point I'm making. Everybody complaining when
NFL is seasonal, though.
But see, all right, man, because you're gonna have it because you already got built up in your mind and they're not advertising, but you don't really know exactly what they're.
Then prove it otherwise to me, though. Besides the NFL or The Walking Dead, where they have deals for it.
Those are huge markets, though. Those are huge markets.
Those are two big markets in an even bigger pond.
But what I'm getting at is you watch every popular show to know whether the Xbox is advertising on that popular show. Every single one of them.
What do you want me to be like that dude in the Matrix with the little pen thing with all the TV screens around?
But see, Xbox, that's the point I'm making.
Know that they're not doing it. Like,
how do I know? How do you know that? How do you know?
Delilah, for real. When's the last time you seen an Xbox commercial?
I'm straight. I'm dead straight up on this.
See, I can pose that
last time you seen one,
Delilah. I can pose that same question to you though. Okay. Besides where they have the deals, which is two places, the NFL and The Walking Dead. Besides that, how can you show me that they do more than that? Then,
okay. So listen,
it's moot. The point is moot.
Look, no, it's not moot. But look, it's this is the thing, right? Xbox, you're right. You're right to a certain point because I know All Day agrees with you on that, and Delilah, you're right to a certain extent. And to downplay the NFL rights and for those NFL commercials, you know what? People when they're watching sports games, when people watch sports games. People are glued to the television when they watch commercials because that's when you get the best commercials is from sporting events. Now, when you're watching Netflix or getting some kind of advertisements from a television show, people will mostly get up and then move around. So one thing that I will have to agree with you on with you Xbox is that Microsoft, they have to have a little bit of this. They have to take the strategy of like, look, we're listening to the gamer, but we can only listen to you one time. And let the process work. That's you can't change just on the fly because somebody says that, well, it's different now. It's just a case in point that I've been talking about the marketing deals. We were all saying at the beginning of this generation that we shouldn't care about the marketing deals and start worrying about Xbox exclusives. Then you can maybe go out there later on. Well, those games take time to be made. You know what I'm saying? And people aren't thinking about that. They're just thinking about it right now because when they look and they see advertisements of what PlayStation is doing, and PlayStation has always been excellent. They've been in the game for 30 years, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to market. They got a movie company, so of course they know how to market and solicit beautifully. So what Xbox is doing is listening and saying, look, we're going to stick home and we're going to bring exclusives. We're going to take away the marketing rights to Call of Duty and things like that. And yes, it does look bad for the right now. But if we come next year and even at Gamescom and they start showing games, exclusive games for the Xbox and we'll start seeing these games that's going to be powered by the X, look, that's going to speak for itself. But the Xbox brand definitely needs to advertise in a better way. And that was the question that I wanted to ask everybody. Okay, this is the secret question that I said I was going to ask. And I'm going to start with you All Day because I know that you're the most critical out of the group. What up? All right. Well, I mean, it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to okay, if you were the head of Xbox, how would you fix this problem? How would you fix the problem? Because everybody thinks that there's this huge problem with Xbox. So how would you fix it? What would be the 3 steps that would change the direction of Xbox right now?
I would hire some stellar studios, man. I would go scout to develop more studios in house, man.
What studios would you go after?
I mean, that's all according to the talent. You know what I mean? I got to go out there and look. But
the thing is, how do you guys know that they ain't got some deals already? Like that's y'all. Everybody always making these assumptions.
no,
like,
that's not assumption. I mean, we have to speak about now. We can't speak about the future of the past.
Look, I get that.
This is a hypothetical. And
like, I'll wait. I'll wait. You'll get to me.
I want to get
Delilah on fire tonight.
I love it. Delilah was triggered already when I got to say, hey,
bringing in intensity.
I said, Delilah, I said, how you doing? You don't know about my day-to-day, motherfucker. Can we get it going?
So, when I think Microsoft does a lot, they go in there, they swoop up already established, games. Okay, we'll just buy this game. We won't put any direction into creating our own in-house studios. We'll just buy this game. You know what I mean? So I think.
Wait, me either, dude.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is all day spot. He's the head of Xbox. He's the head of Xbox.
No, all I'm saying is, get some new studios. Right, making some more in-house games besides the top three, which is Halo, Forza, Gears.
Okay,
because Recore and all that other lukewarm stuff, it's not worth it. So, you know what I mean, and then just focus on marketing. Hire a third-party marketing team that can actually push similar to the 360. Go back and look at what was successful there, and what's not now. You know what I mean, and kind of go back to just get some more direction. Period. Okay. You know what I mean? It just seems convoluted. Every E3. It's always felt different. It never felt like, okay, you know what you're going to get. It's always felt like, what are they doing this time? Now it's all about the games. Before it's all about this, all about that, man. Just
stay. Same games for the last 4 years.
I mean, when did Crackdown get announced? 2014? Still not out yet, right? All right. Mm-hmm. So, it's just need more direction, man.
Specifically said direction for E3. So, and they've been all games last 3-4 years. So, it is what it is.
All right. Infamous. You are the head of Microsoft, and you're feeling the heat from people that are coming to you saying you need to make changes to the company. What would you do? Give me a 3-step plan, or more than that if you have any more.
Okay. If I'm the head of Xbox, what would I do? I will have a team of people that their sole purpose is to get with the community, like really in the community, not the big media outlets or anything, and see what they really want with their consumers. Not like a shadow crew that nobody don't know what they're doing. All their sole purpose is getting online, checking out the consoles, checking out the games, and see what the consumer wants. And then on the other side, I will have a shadow group as well. I don't want these groups to be known because I don't want everybody to be in my business.
Illuminati.
I want them. No, not that. I want the second group. I want the second group to be focused on games, game development, game advertisement, the whole gaming catalog. See what we can improve. See which one we can make backwards compatible. Scout game developing company to see what games they got and see if we're interested. Mm-hmm. And the third will be another group strictly on hardware. Try to make sure it runs fast. Try to make sure it don't have any humming sounds on the consoles. Making sure it don't shut down. Things like that, like technical support. I know they have that already, but I think it could be a little bit better. Mm-hmm. If I'm the head of Xbox.
Okay. All right. Is that it, or you got anything else with that?
No. That's it. That's all I need.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that sounded good. That was dope. She said she had a secret team, and she didn't want nobody to know the business, but they were going to be out there branching out and getting out information from all different places. I like that. Okay. So what about you, Triple Cup Chuck? I said it right. I got it. I'm ready to spit. Hey, I'm taking this. What? Okay. Look ahead, man. Go ahead.
In here.
Okay, Megan, you stupid as fuck.
Hey,
you stupid as fuck.
But look, check this out. See, me, I would have to play the game raw. You know what I'm saying? I had to do something vicious. People would be mad at me. But fuck it. This is what I would do personally. I'll take all the money and I'll go buy 2K, Madden, Grand Theft Auto. People going to outrage. They're going to get mad. I'm going to go to a press interview and I'm going to say, Donnie Mattress ain't got shit on me. And after I do that, you got to come to me because
drop the mic.
Grand Theft Auto, Madden, 2K, you got to come to me. Now, what you going to say? Man, I'm gonna beat the game down. If that's me, I'll beat the game down.
Whoa! All right, okay. All right. Hey, man, that is a drop of mic moment. I mean, like, damn, if you can acquire those as exclusives, then what you've done is not only change the game. You got your package. You know what I'm saying of great exclusives, but you also is got like what, a quarter or even more of the market in your possession.
That's fire. Hey, but one thing though, I would buy Playground games because they don't own it. So that's the first thing I would do.
Okay, right? Yeah. You said Playground?
Yeah, Playground games. Yeah.
Horizon. Yeah, I would definitely make some moves on that. I feel you on that.
And Moon Studios.
What about you, Spot?
I said, this is Delana. I said, and Moon Studios. They
okay.
When they don't.
Yeah.
Is Xbox still there, or did he just disappear? Oh, what did you?
Wait.
Oh man, I've been talking. I think I was on mute, yeah.
I was like, Livewire, is he there?
Yeah.
All right. We good.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
It's your turn. All
right. Yeah. Let me throw this down here. First of all this doom and gloom that I've been hearing, I know I dealt with it in Crossfire and stuff like that, and people are like getting, they're popping their heads up like prairie dogs, like, oh shit, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Dumbest thing I ever heard too. But go ahead.
But no, guys, here's the thing. All right, there are a couple things that they can do, but first and foremost, you are in a state of transition now when it comes to game development and stuff like that. All right, just deal with that. It takes a while to make games. When they flipped and they decided that they were going to not do these third-party marketing deals, they were getting their first-party studios in there and creating games and stuff like that. You're looking at at least a 3-year development cycle. All right, and this is pretty much going towards the end of that. So it might seem like, shit's happening and what the hell are we going to do? But everybody needs to calm the fuck down. All right. It's not that bad. I do realize when you look at the Npd'S, those numbers look low. And I know the further you get into a ditch, the harder it is to climb out. But in the end, I don't think Microsoft's looking at possibly winning this generation, but solidifying the numbers of the dedicated gamers to Xbox. So you're going to see them dedicate themselves to first party and stuff like that. So you just got to be a little more patient. But with that being said, I do think they need to restructure their marketing. I feel like they need to throw down more money on commercials in a broader space, all right, and not just kind of depend on the grassroots social media advertising, because even when it comes to the social media advertising, you can tell there are a bunch of gamers at Xbox that will salute the Switch, that will say Horizon Zero Dawn is a great game, but they also need to talk about their product as well. So that's why I'll make it. I'll be like, guys, you can talk about whatever you want, but make sure that you put out there the features and stuff that we have that the competition doesn't. Remember, this is a business where we are selling a product, and we want people to know exactly what they're getting here that they're not getting anywhere else. And put it down there and let them do that. Put down money in marketing. And that's pretty much the 2 out of the 3 things. I don't really have a third because I feel like we're in a transition to where they are coming out with first-party games and stuff, and they're right around the corner. Maybe the third thing is like what I said with E3, and how Xbox just, I feel like they listen to the consumers way too much, and they get like clouded solutions where, when it comes to E3, it's good to show what's coming out soon, but you gotta tease the public, man. You gotta show something that is coming out like maybe 2 years down the road. You got to tease them. You got to let them know there is a future of, beyond that first year. All right. You got to do that. To me, it's a necessity. PlayStation has lived off showing games and delaying them for a whole generation, and people are fine with that. So why not tease the population with.
That's cool. That's cool. Xbox therapy session. I get it. But listen, can I go? Can I go real quick? Can I go real quick?
Wow.
Go.
Damage control.
Can I go real quick, please? Can I say my points?
Delilah, you are the head of Xbox.
Yes.
What? She said that like she was already got her. What is the 3 steps or more, if you have them, would you do to fix the problems of Xbox?
I would do one big thing, but I would say change the PR. To me, the PR is need work there, and deploy a street team, which would do a little bit more. They already have Xbox ambassadors, which I would kind of expand that role a bit more. They have community managers for each game already for every IP, so I would kind of try to give them assisters instead of just having one manager. I would have more assistants for each one of those managers since they already do it anyway. Let's see what else. I would make sure that Mike Ybarra's team has more than what they need for improving the Xbox UI. And the big thing I would do though, I would buy Sega and take advantage of all their IP. And I will also treat our existing IP with a little bit more care. I feel like Record could have benefited with 1 extra year of development. I still love that game. I think that game was fantastic. I played it, beat it all the way through multiple times, and I think people are, they continuously sleep on that game because of the issues it had earlier. But to me, it's still a very, very good game. I enjoy it. So yeah, I think Microsoft was a bad hands from the beginning of this generation. No, it's no secret. So you got to kill perception, and that to me that's what I will focus on, is killing perception. And the way you do that is by continuously bringing out great games and making sure you have the best PR in the business, because they got the money to do that, which is the sad part. It's like their PR to me is just all public relations, because you got to kill perception, and you have to make sure that the perception on your product is the best that it can be, and also that your user experience on like the UI and everything that people like, the interface that people have for your application and your gaming system and console is the best than in anyone else. I think they failed there. I think they're gonna make improvements there, and so I can't wait to November.
Okay, all right. I think she made a nameplate, guys. I think there was a nameplate. All right, there, head of the Xbox brand. Watch out, Killer Phil, because Delilah is on your tail. All right, man. Look, okay. As for me, I would definitely have a PR team.
Save Locke.
Oh man, hell yeah! Locke, first thing is first.
The first thing we do is we slice Locke's throat. That's the first thing we do.
Hey, don't be interrupting me when I'm at. I was letting everybody have a shine. I said Locke will have his own game. It will be Locke and K Mega together. And no, I'm playing. I'm literally just. Shut up. Anyway, they're definitely a PR team. I love the thought of going out and having people listening to, just gamers. You know what I'm saying? Not listening to the trolls, not so much listening to
sometimes you gotta listen to the trolls too. Some trolls have some great ideas. You gotta you gotta listen to everybody. Like if you have a strong PR team, they don't know what the temperature is. I'm
talking about somebody that's making a video talking about Xbox, X-Fags, X-Turds.
Yeah, X everything.
Would you have the Xbox Street team dressed up as Locke out there in the streets?
Okay. Anyway, let me finish what I got to say. All right, you know what I'm saying? Why are you hating on me, bro?
It's cold all day, but that's funny as fuck.
I know, just being salty. Don't be salty all your life, bro. That gets you. That, you know what I'm saying? You get swollen ankles like that.
Sodium's at an all-time high, bro.
Man, your ankles is swollen as hell being so damn salty. But anyway,
all day pour salt on everything.
Okay.
Look, salt in the wound.
I would keep the strategy of not giving out information about newer games, but I would give out information for sequels to games that people have been anticipating for, and I'll show them a year or 2 or 3 years in advance if I have to get the fan base.
See, I'm under an impression that I think that's coming, because you had to talk to some of them when you ask them a question about where's Rise or where's X, Y, and Z, and you just
well, that was going to be the point. Like Rise and all of them. Like, yeah, every title that came out this year, I mean, this generation, bring them back. I want a Quantum Break 2. I want a Sunset Overdrive 2. I want a Rise 2. I want a Record 2. I want hell, Loco Cycle 2 if you have to. Bring it all. Bring it all. Bring it
Loco Cycle. Come on, you lost it with that.
Curse of the Brotherhood 2. I want it all. You know what I'm saying? Bring everything that was
press play is gone on that whole.
I know, but
they restarted. They're now Flaming Foul. Flaming.
Yeah, nice.
Light bulb games. I'm sorry, light bulb games.
Also, I was liking what Chuck was saying, and I had a similar thought about this. And what would be the killer thing to do is bring back Fight Night as an exclusive to the Xbox brand. Bring back boxing. You know what I'm saying? EA has EA has the whole martial arts bullshit, the MMA bullshit. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but everybody's been asking for Fight Night. Buy the property. I would buy the property of SSX. Bring that back because nobody seems to be.
You need to like send a mailer to EA because everything you're saying is like EA.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, because some of the bigger titles that were out. What's going on?
What phone is that?
That's me, right? I'll be right back, guys.
I was like, man, that's all day or Xbox wanting some attention. Or
that usually would have been
Livewire.
Yeah, that would have been Livewire. Livewire, you there? Okay. He's not. Livewire. Oh, there you go. All right. Anyway, so I would buy SSX. Well, I would really actually buy that whole team that if they could bring back the people from EA Big. And they can start working on new projects, but you have to have like the SSX series. I mean, just touch on every genre. Get back into bringing the old school JRPGs. Bring back Blue Dragon. Bring back the last Odyssey, Lost Odyssey. To bring back KOTOR as an exclusive. I know that these things sound hard, but if I have the money and the capital to do it, I would do it, and I would advertise this shit out of those older games and keep it silent for the newer titles that I would be bringing out because people aren't expecting them to come out. And I think that's how you get the fans.
You know what I think? I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Microsoft does. The perception is destroyed. So whatever they do in any game they come out with, it's gonna get bad press. They're gonna pick it apart. In social media, what y'all don't understand is it don't matter. Like none of this, it just doesn't matter.
Okay, look, 100 is talking about you can't bring. Look, Microsoft has more money.
Perception.
Look, this is just hypothetical, but look, if I'm the head of Xbox, we will have a Fight Night. If Floyd Mayweather wanted to be a fool. You know what I'm saying? And say, well, I want $20 million to have my likeness on it. That's fine.
No, extra $200 million.
No. We don't have to make Floyd Mayweather. You know what they do? They can create fighters that look like that, and people can get that in the locker room.
Download it,
download
like how they did the whole fight. Yeah.
You know and another thing, I would be fighting my ass off since I have a marketing deal with Madden. With Madden. I would fight to bring back the NCAA college football game, and if that means I have to make it exclusive, I will do it. Or if if I just bring it back and make it a multi-plat, that's fine. But I want to own the rights to it. I want to have a shared piece of the pie with EA and with the NCAA to make sure that all marketing rights will be shown as Xbox. No fucking PlayStation. No, I don't want to see blue shit. Everything's got to be green and white. You can put black and green, but it ain't gonna be no blue. That's it. And then of course, like I said, I want fighters. I want fighting games. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation is starting to creep their ugly ass head with the fighting games, and I love it. You see, we saw that Dragon Ball Z Fighters, right? And we starting to see that they've got Blaze Blue. They also have there was a crossover with Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, and then they had Persona 4, and then some other characters that was coming in to be a crossover. Microsoft can go ahead and start working to start doing crossovers. Look, I know people laughed at the Fighters Within because it was the Kinect game. But the player models themselves, the way that they looked, the way that they performed, they looked good. So how about you do some crossovers with that? Tao Fang go back and get back, you know what I'm saying, get some Killer Instinct involved. If you have to, try to get the main man that was the head of the Ninja Gaiden series, and and give him his own fucking studio so he can do work and make a new Ninja Gaiden. If they
can't make it seem like Microsoft got a lot of problems the way you talking. Shit.
Hey, that's Reverend K. Say on this. Hey, this Reverend K. Mega now. Y'all hear him preaching?
Hey man, I'm over here preaching. I'm just over here getting my point. I want Microsoft. If I was in charge of Microsoft, I would want them to touch on every genre of game, and I want them to have some property.
So what's your budget amount? Because like you done spent like at least $3 billion.
Yeah. Look, if I got the reins, and if I go talk to my boy, the head of Microsoft, I'm going to explain to him this is what's going to make everything work in our favor, and what we're going to do to make you satisfied, because we're going to make these games online intensive. So therefore, we will generate more money over the years.
See, I think Microsoft is under the impression that doing those things you just listed, or what all of us listed, is not going to grow Xbox. They feel like that's only going to cater to the hardcore. It's not going to grow, my cousin or, 16-year-old cousin, or, it's not going to make them adopt the platform. That's probably how they're looking at it, because they're in it for the long haul. They're not looking at when they do projections. They're not looking at let's just do this year. And, they probably looked at it.
Who else is in here? Who else is in here?
Oh shit.
What the hell?
No, but they should never. Hey, Microsoft shouldn't have let some of those.
You can't come back, no player. What's up?
What's up,
Fonzie?
Some of those.
Save your boy all day. Save your boy all day.
Don't save me, bro. I'm tired, man. Nah, they should really. They should have let Crimson Skies die. They shouldn't have let Microsoft die. Like, you know what I mean? Those franchises should be here now.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, those franchises. Look, I see what Xbox is doing with those franchises because they want to test the market.
They want to engage. That's right.
They want to see if people are excited about it.
Fuck people. Put the shit out. People will play it.
They are putting it out.
And they're going to destroy it in the social media and media first.
If they built the Crimson Skies from the ground up right now,
that's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. I'd rather than waste money.
Hold
on. Let me make this point. I'd rather than waste money on bringing back the sequels that they had at this beginning of this generation, and if they don't sell, they don't fucking sell. That's the one thing that you got to give PlayStation props for. They will beat a game to death down your throat until you eventually like it. You know what I'm saying? They will keep bringing those games, and that's what Xbox needs to do. But you know what I'm saying? But do you come out to say that they need to come out with a AAA version of Phantom Dust? That's a waste of money.
What is that? Avatar, that Fonz guy with like you got hair or something, like long hair.
He looks like that dude, that Dr. Pepper.
That's Van Helsing.
That's a hoodie though, right?
No, that is that a hoodie or is that hair? I think he looks like that dude from the Dr. Pepper. Right? It's the real one.
That's my Prince.
No, that's Destiny right there, baby. That's the Hunter in Destiny.
No, that hood looks like long hair. You need to change that.
It looks fluid.
You look like you got a perm, bro. That's all right. That's all right. I can't tell how y'all doing.
Hey, it's better than yours though, K-Mega, with that pink and rainbow. I don't know what you're doing with that.
Hey man, all day could probably explain it a little bit better, but I'll try to do it quickly. Okay, somebody was trolling me, and all day posted it out there. He was posting some weird freaking pictures and shit. It was embarrassing. But this one came up, and then people were like, "This is dope. This is dope." And I was like,
"Oh, I like pink."
With the hearts in the back?
No, there was somebody making fun of me, right? They posted it out there, and they were like, I don't even smoke. I don't even know why they got Marlboros on my fucking shoulder, but that's cool. But but they put it out there, so I was like, I'll just troll with it. It's funny to me. It's cool. I'm a big fan of Locke, so that's fine. I know it's got pink hearts and shit like that.
It could have at least gave you a better quality, man.
Mega, not for anything, but the pink in the background actually brings out the diva that we all know.
Oh,
comes to Mega, man.
Hey, come on now, bot. Don't start that.
Yo, I already sent it on Crossfire, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Save Locke. I want people out there on the chat, put hashtag Save Locke, baby. But anyway, Fonzarelli, I'm glad you're here, brother. If you was the head of Microsoft, what would be your top 3 or more things that you could do to help the to help the company?
First one would be hire Xbot, by the way. Go ahead.
It's simple. Messaging, marketing, and games. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Messaging, marketing, games. Boom. In a nutshell.
All right.
Hey, Microsoft need to come to the hood, right? Microsoft need to come to the hood because once you're in the hood and you get that hood love, it kind of branches off as well because people in the hood can make anything hot, even if it's getting backlash. So if you got a lot of poor people, or I ain't gonna say poor people, but people that's like in the hood and how they make Jordans high, or other things like that. But they say, yeah, I got the new Xbox. You want to play some Madden on it? You want to play some 2K on it? Play some Grand Theft on it? And more people start adopting it that way. So once you get the people like the hood and the casual people that start coming along, then like the hardcore people won't have no other choice because they outnumbered.
So Xbox One X is $200.
Exactly what he's saying. No, hold on. I get it. What he's saying.
So that explains skinny jeans. I get it.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that because man, once that came to the hood, it was over with. Life was over with.
I get it. Oh man, but that's the thing though. I do get that. If you PlayStation has different messaging, and Xbox used to have different messaging. If you remember that they used to have different people do just about certain games that they would have. They definitely need to go back to that. They definitely need to a lot of people just don't watch television. Millennials, they don't watch traditional TV, so they'll watch tons of YouTube and other read Twitter and things like that. So they have to find a way to address that. And I don't know. I mean, look, what PlayStation has at their advantage is not only they can advertise well on the TV, but they have a strong, and I mean strong, like cult-like following that it doesn't matter what they do negative, it is never going to be negative. And that's what the Xbox fan needs to have.
Mega, can I say something? Somebody in the chat mentioned something that I hear often. Now he wrote, it sounds like a broken record. Xbox needs this like Sony. It works for Sony because media is in their back pockets. I understand that the media is hype on Sony and they talk shit about Microsoft a lot. I understand that, but you got to put that aside right now and say, what can Microsoft do to combat this negativity? They can combat it by just doing things like, at E3, they should
what Game Pass, refunds, like back compat, like what? I mean, what else can they do?
They should have pushed that. They have all that stuff though. They're not selling it to the casual.
They showed it at E3. What else do you want them? What else do you expect them to do with it?
They need to push the messaging stronger. Matter of fact, with the Xbox One X in particular, the problem with this console right now that I see with their messaging is the fact that they're not pushing the fact that you don't need a 4K TV to take advantage of it. Nice. And there's a lot of people out there that don't understand that you don't need the 4K TV to take advantage of higher graphical fidelity settings, just like with a computer monitor.
No, that's false. That's false. My bad, Fonzie. Nah, that ain't true. Yeah. I mean, they're just people in the media just saying that. I mean, a casual person know better. That to me, that's stupidity.
No. They don't. They don't know.
You don't.
I mean, they don't know that, but that's something that's common sense, though. It's like,
it's not. I got into an argument with a good friend of mine.
They even said it in the press conference
because he said that you need a 4K TV for that, and you know what he quoted? That Michael Proctor freaking article the other day, because he said you need $1,100 to buy a TV as well, which is stupid.
I mean, but look, he ain't that much of a casual. Because look, he looking at I mean, a real casual don't check none of that.
You're absolutely right.
A real casual, you guys don't game. Got better graphics. Half of them don't know what a 4K TV is.
I'm saying this guy is supposedly an industry insider, and he don't even know that you can have better graphics with a 1080p TV. He don't even know that.
Yeah, that's why I say the people that's in the media, they acting stupid, they acting dumb. But like the casual people, they know that you don't need that. I mean, it's common sense. It's like putting your left shoe on and your right shoe on. One leg at a time. People know this.
You know why? Because they use buzzwords like 4K, 4K, 4K. People have it in their mind. You need a 4K TV to take advantage of every graphical setting, which you do not. That is just a resolution bump. Every game has super sampling on the Xbox. You'll be able to take advantage on the hardware side when they they take the 4K and they could super sample it down to the 1080p sets, and it could look amazing on your 1080p set as well. Will it look as good? Of course not, but you're going to get way better graphics than you were with the original Xbox One.
I mean, you underestimating the casual though. See, the casual people is not as dumb as people think they are. The people in the media is actually the dumbest. The casual person, all you got to say, look, oh, we got a new Xbox One X, it's more powerful. You don't got to say nothing. I mean, it's more powerful. They say, okay, I'm gonna get this Xbox and put it on my TV.
Chuck,
they ain't gonna sit there and say, oh, do it go on a 4K TV? I gotta have this. They know that you could play it on a regular TV. They know it's gonna look better.
You could play it on a regular TV, but they don't know you could take advantage of all these graphics.
Well, and that's the thing that where Xbox has to.
Not graphics, though.
Hold on, let me make this point. But this is where Xbox has to do the thing to help propel that is by having a kiosk in a Best Buy or at your local store, Walmart, wherever. You know what I'm saying? That I was listening to something on Crossfire earlier where they were saying that they seen games on a kiosk of Forza Horizon 2.
Brother, I've been saying that forever.
And that shit is ridiculous. That don't make any sense. Like, look, that's the only thing. Look, Kelvin, I totally agree with you. Look, I don't look, the NPD talk, that's just for people who don't have another console, don't have enough games, and don't want to show gameplay. That's who those people are. They just want to have something to say something. I don't give a fuck about no NPDs. NPDs can kiss my ass, kiss my big yellow ass. I have no problem with Xbox being number 2, because you know what Xbox being number 2 did is giving me everything plus more than I've ever asked from this company.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No. Hold on, wait a minute. Look,
make Delilah get you.
No. That wasn't Delilah. That was all day.
I know. So Delilah gonna get all day.
No. This is the actual fact here. I have no problem with a PlayStation person coming to me and they say, look, we got this game, we got that game, we got this. I love the UI better. I love everything about PlayStation better than Xbox. You know what I'm gonna say? Good for fucking you. I prefer my Xbox better, but you're still gaming. That's all I care about. When you come to me about numbers and about strategies and about how this and that, this is just hypothetical shit because this is a podcast and people want to hear different scenarios, and I just want to hear what you guys thought. Personally, what K-Mega, what Kareem thinks, I gives a fuck about no goddamn NPDs. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking Metacritic score. You can't tell me 3 or 100 to 3 or 1,000 people knows better about a fucking game more than me putting my hands on this controller and playing it my damn self. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do that. So, go ahead. Let me back up and let you have the floor. I just wanted to make that point. Look, I'm just, from my personal standpoint, I care. I give 2 shits about it. But other than that, this is a discussion because there's a lot of people that are concerned about it, and so we need to address it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But they do need better messaging out there for this. They need to push it to the casual. They have to. They have to.
I mean, I think that's why they cut the price of the Xbox One S though. Like it's what $199 and with a game, and then you got Game Pass. Like what? I mean.
But here's the thing, Delilah. Even for the Xbox One S, what do you need to sell that? What do you need to sell it? Games. You need good games that appeal to a broader spectrum.
And they got 1,400 games on the Xbox.
I don't know.
I gotta go in.
You want to play Xbox games, man? Get on the PC, bro.
I'm not trying to make comparisons. I'm just telling you what the facts are. But anyway, I gotta go, y'all. It's date night for me. It was great chopping it up with y'all. And that's why I was trying to get my points in early. I do apologize for having to bounce out, but I did enjoy my time. So you guys continue the show, and I will check it out once I'm back.
All right.
All right.
You're gonna enjoy yourself.
We're gonna give you a pass on this one.
Well, there's
look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing.
That's why they need to sell the X to the casual as well, not just the hardcore. They have to push this onto the casual as well because of that power. Not only the power narrative, but they don't have the exclusives that the broader gamer has really gravitated to this gen with the PlayStation. A lot of people were hyped on all these exclusives coming out for the PlayStation. They don't have those right now. Will they have them? Probably. They'll probably come out with some better titles and stuff coming soon or whatnot next year. We'll hear about that, I'm sure, at E3 because apparently I keep hearing they invested $1 billion in first party or something to that effect. And we'll probably hear more about that next year. But right now, they need to push this power narrative onto the casual. They need to push that, hey, this can work on a 1080p TV and look damn good. You don't need that 4K TV to really experience better graphical fidelity.
That's true.
That's what they need to do right now.
But wouldn't you want a 4K TV to match with the Xbox One X, right?
No. Of course you would want that, but not everybody can afford that. And
you're alienating a huge part of the gamer market when you're only touting 4K right now, because there is a bunch of people that don't have a 4K that might be looking to invest in it, but won't really go in for maybe another year and a half or so, and you're alienating them on getting a console that will show a game graphically better on their existing TV.
All right, hey, I can give y'all one up on this here. I can go to Walmart or the mall or anywhere they got just casual people at, and I can go up to anybody and I can say, hey, they got the Xbox One X coming out. It's more powerful. What you think it's gonna do on your TV? And 9 times out of 10 they gonna say, oh, make it look better, make it play better. And that's a person that probably never even heard of an Xbox. They probably could answer that question. That's why I repeatedly say a lot of people keep saying about the 4K and they need to make sure that people know it plays good on a 1080p TV. It's not really the casual audience that don't know no better. It's the people that's in the media that don't know how to find the settings.
But even with that, Triple Man, even with that, wouldn't it be good to combat that with a marketing strategy that states that, on the 1080p TV, you will see a definitive improvement in these games as well. They've said it, but they haven't made it a marketing strategy. Is what is going on.
Yes, put out commercials showing that, constantly throwing it in the casual's face on social media.
Well, okay, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fonzarelli. I'm thinking that you're about to stop. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. You know how they have this social media campaign? Yeah. Great. That's a great strategy because most people nowadays aren't watching commercials on their TV. They're skipping them. They're not even watching it. They got DVRs now, okay? But here on YouTube, you have to watch at least 5 seconds or so of these commercials, these ads sometimes. And when an X commercial comes on, they should show you don't need a phone to take advantage of the graphical fidelity. They need to push this somehow and get that out to the casuals. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, getting what you're saying, and what you're saying it makes sense. But it makes perfect sense. But this what I'm telling you where it don't make sense. A casual that part is irrelevant for a casual. I don't think Xbox got to do is come out and say, feel true power, more power, most powerful.
Yo, Triple Cup Chuck, I think he just mooched you, Fonz.
But no.
Oh, my bad.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with his little thing there. You can't just say feel true power and then add that 4K, which they always do, because that 4K puts in the mindset of these.
It's a misconception, right? When they put that 4K, it alienates them.
Yes.
Okay, but PlayStation does it. PlayStation does it.
Yeah, PlayStation
does it with other stuff.
PlayStation. That's why the Pro's not selling that well.
No. The Pro not selling because the Pro is like the Wii U.
And not only that, no, I'm not here to bash, the Pro.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint, you look at the Pro, it's not doing well because one, it doesn't have super sampling on every game. So on that 1080p TV, guess what's happening? Nothing. You might get a little bit better performance, but you're not getting that visual upgrade that you'll be getting with the X.
While the Pro is not doing well, is because of the fact that people thought that the original PlayStation was going to have HDR. And so what people were saying right off the bat was like, well, if I got a slim or a regular vanilla PlayStation, why would I want to spend money on a Pro? That was that message.
That was one of the downfalls right there.
I got a great marketing campaign for Xbox for the X. They should say ours can do this, but the Pros not, because their games aren't super sampled. Their games,
they can't say that.
Advantage of that. They can't do it on the hardware side. That's all on the dev side over with the Pro. The devs have to actually use that super sampling or enable that. They have to work on those games to do that. But with the Xbox, the hardware takes care of that. They should.
Okay. Damn, man, I think you're about to quit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
Yo, it was K-Mega's vacation, man. He just wants to jump in on all this shit right now.
Hey, man, just wait till next podcast tomorrow. What I'm gonna do to y'all?
Oh man, I'll keep you in check, man.
Yeah, you better, yeah. I'm a wild stallion.
Anyway. Wild one.
Anyway, and so really, I think what Xbox can do, because when you said the super sampling and all that, look, man, I didn't understand what the hell that was until now, me being in YouTube and talking to people that are more informed on those type of things. Like when somebody told me about a teraflop, I thought, like, what the hell is that? A pterodactyl? What the hell?
Make your games look amazing, even on your 1080p TV. Right. That's all they have to say.
They have.
That's good right there.
Yes.
That's right.
I agree with you too, but that's a good. See, it's simple and it's clean. That's the main thing.
Right. Like just show a commercial of like, look, we haven't forgot about you. We haven't forgot about you guys that have a 1080p television, and just show the difference. That's all you have to do. You show the difference of having a PlayStation game on or any other whatever you want to do. You want to do it on the Xbox S or whatever, and show the difference on a 1080p, what the X can do better on a 1080p television, and then blow everybody away by showing what it looks like on a 4K television.
Right, and put new in front of it too. You got to say new. You got to say new.
You know what people can do? They can go even on YouTube with the compression and everything. Go look at a PS4 Pro game, okay, and take that same game and look up the ultra setting 1080p on YouTube on a PC and see how much better it looks on 1080p PC ultra settings than it does on that Pro at 4K. I'm telling you right now, the resolution isn't, the be all and end all, and that's what people have to get out their minds. The resolution ain't shit. We're talking about graphical fidelity, and you could hit those ultra settings with the 1080p set. That's what people need to understand. That's it,
Right.
Well,
I feel you on that.
Well, another thing though is that I know everybody's anticipating for them to show commercials and things like that, but they had to get this FCC situation taken care of as well. And I think a lot of people that aren't into politics and things of that nature didn't understand the gravity of what was going on. Okay, like in Donald Trump is our president.
Oh, goodness.
No, this isn't no clown and another. This is just actual facts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's our Donald Trump.
Like we didn't know that.
No. I wasn't.
No, you go, Jim.
I'm not throwing no jabs. I'm just being serious. Okay, the administration has a shortage of staff, and so those people in the FCC, they were only hitting the things that they could hit because there were people that not only that was quitting, but there were people that were also that they needed to fill in those positions, and those positions hasn't been filled, and that was the reason why the FCC took so long to grant Xbox to advertise. So now we'll probably start seeing some advertising here coming in probably at Gamescom, but just because if people didn't pay attention to politics and understand what the hell is going on with what's going on in the world, the articles of gaming has already started the bullshit of saying, well, Xbox X is going to be delayed. What's wrong with Xbox? Why if nobody hasn't done this? And these things right here, if the media did the right thing and just told the truth of why it took so long for the FCC deal, then it wouldn't look so bad. But this is just another step that makes Xbox look bad, and Xbox had nothing to fucking do with it at all. You know what I'm saying? So another thing that I'm going to tell people too is to look for in the future about net neutrality, because that's going to be a big topic that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. And then also about this tariff war between China and other parts of the world, because if the administration gets what they want of what they said, now it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it's going to come into fruition, but what it is that if they do, that companies that has factories outside of the country, they're going to get hit with a heavy tax, and that's including Microsoft. So just think of for your PlayStation, your Nintendo, for the Xbox, you might be paying twice as much if these tariff laws that they want to implement comes into pass. So I mean, you need to start paying attention to that, man. But that's all I got to say about that. So
hit you with the facts. I mean, I think that got to do with just more physical stuff. I think we're gonna be okay with the digital. But
well, digital games will be fine. But I'm talking about for the consoles. If people want to get a Switch later on down the line, or if like PlayStation 5, for instance, it's going to eventually come, and you want to get it. I mean, that they don't have a manufacturer in the United States. That shit might be crazy money. You just never know. So you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that won't happen, and they'll get to work out deals and things like that, because it's already been in discussion. But we'll see. Hopefully that stuff won't happen. But I'm just saying, keep your ears open for that. So anyway, I guess that was a really good topic on that. Let's get on to Destiny. Has any of you guys played Destiny?
You know I did.
Yet, man.
I played the strike 3 times. Put about 7 hours in it.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay. All right. So all day you said it's dope. Give us a little rundown, man. Give us a little rundown about what you think about it. Is it better or it's the same?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's just more the same, but I mean in a good way. I mean, it's way more cinematic this time around. That's what the fans were asking for. That's what we asked for. The new abilities are dope. A lot of new particle effects that look dope. Mm-hmm. Solid the gun mechanics. I mean, you're playing the Halo killer. You know what I mean? The game is great, bro.
Sorry.
I know. It's funny. I know it's funny. Damn shame. Poor Halo. But yeah, man. The game is great, man. I mean, it's one of the best co-op experiences right out there. The gun mechanics are still solid. PvP is just as fluid as ever. It's just a great game, bro. I suggest everybody hop in that open beta tomorrow, man.
Cool. I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't played it yet. What about you, Fontarelli? I know you're a big fan of the game as well.
That is why my avatar is representing Destiny, man.
Fans, it's the cool one. That's what y'all do look like. It's the sweet one.
Hey, I'm good with it, man. I'm good with it. Just like that's all good. But yeah, bro, the gunplay in this game is just phenomenal. I wish it was 60 frames like everybody else, but
you mean like Halo? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But no, I'm not bashing Halo. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was for all day, man. That was for you, Foz.
Halo's lost it, man.
But man, come on. Hey, what do you think about that live wire? He's laughing at that. Come on, man.
He's in spirit, huh?
Yeah. He's
spirit animal here. But no, the game is awesome. You can't. The co-op is still amazing. It's just fun to play with people. I was watching Infamous play on. She was streaming the game with Delilah and somebody else. And man, it was just fun to watch them have so much fun with this game because I love it so much. I watched her stream and I was just smiling because here you go, Delilah, who was talking shit about this game last year because I heard her say during the stream, it was a much better experience this time because she was playing with friends and she was running around with her friends and she was having a great time. They sounded like they were all having a great time and it was fun to watch.
Nice. Well, you know what? I mean, it's a demo. I should go ahead and download it, give it a try. I mean, it's
tripping if you're not gonna try it though. It's
man, come on, don't be knocking me, man. I don't be saying that when I be seeing you playing some of that corny junk on your streams.
Yeah, I've been playing that Fortnite, man.
I don't be knocking you. You know what I'm saying? And where you been at, Infamous, on that Tekken? I ain't seen you on no Tekken. You ain't even said nothing to me about no Tekken. But anyway,
because Tekken is dead.
Man, you better watch your mouth, man. Anyway,
we got to get some Infamous.
Huh? What?
I was telling Infamous we got to get some Destiny in on this.
Man, I got it downloaded on the PlayStation and the Xbox, man.
Oh.
I could play that on that PlayStation when I get off here and eat.
Well,
so
I'll play some with you.
Oh, that's what's up. What I feel about Destiny,
yes.
If you ain't got no friends or no people that plays this game, that enjoys this game as much as you do, I strongly suggest you don't get it because my best experiences in playing the first Destiny is with playing with other people. When I'm by myself, it's okay. But when you playing with people and you learn the game together, or you have a person that plays with you that also is very experienced in Destiny. El Boogie put me on Destiny. She helped me get my light level up, and then when she wasn't playing, I learned how to get my own light level up. So when I did play Destiny 2 on the demo, it was very I had a motherfucking blast. I can't wait to you see how it looks. Excuse me. I apologize.
Oh wait, put it.
Get it out.
No, I had to clear my throat. I had to clear my throat. I want to see what I want to see how it looks on the PlayStation, and so I can do a comparison on the both. Mm-hmm. And I will definitely get this on the Xbox. Hopefully down the road I can be able to get on the PlayStation. I don't know yet, but I know it had the fluid motions of the original Destiny, but just with minor tweaks here and there. And I personally enjoyed playing the game. So the thing about it is Destiny has to woo the people that got burnt getting the first game and getting all the money, spending all the money on them DLCs and feeling like unsatisfied with it. They have to convince those people that to fuck with them some more on this new game. Me, I got the game late, so I got the game cheap as shit. I got the game with all the DLCs for like $60, which I believe it costed like $120 at the time, day one. Am I right? So I'm definitely getting the game. I'm definitely gonna play this weekend.
Okay. Nice. Right.
Or what about you, Xbox? 448.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play, and that's only because me and O Snaps put down the 40 bills for Fortnite, and that game is straight fire right now. But I will get into the beta. I'm actually interested in Destiny 2, and from what I'm hearing from my friends and everything, even though you get a limited amount of time in like the story mode, there's actually story to it that you don't have to go to the computer and kind of look up and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that. I'm hoping to see kind of maybe some of Bungie from the past when it comes to Halo and what they did with the story there. I'm hoping to see kind of like, them put kind of like that effort into Destiny 2. But all in all, I got to test it out before the beta's done, and I'll download it on both systems and see what's good, man. I don't know yet, but that Fortnite is fired up.
Yeah, Fortnite's good. I'm just happy to play something. I don't know, man. I don't know how people still play Halo, man.
Don't be a hater, man. Don't be a hater.
I just don't get it, man.
We'll be playing Halo probably later on tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I don't fuck with Halo, but I'm not gonna knock the next motherfucker that plays Halo though. Be honest with you, I don't touch Halo with a live foot pole.
There we go.
Yeah, the last Halo that was fire was Halo 3, but I'm not gonna if somebody loves that shit,
that's
I ain't gonna knock it.
If you ain't, that's good because you saved yourself because you know what I'm saying, it was about to be some gospel music played up in here and it was about to be some preach and teach, but that's fine. I'm not gonna knock it.
Halo 3 was probably one of the worst Halos.
Oh, you tripping, cuz? You tripping, cuz?
He off that juice, man.
Man, you tripping?
Hey, man, I could have my opinion here. Like, it's not a popular one in the community, but
I'm going.
So five's better than 3?
Halo, yeah. 5 is better than 3. 5 is better than 3. Yes.
Five has to feel like Halo. In my opinion. Hold on. In my opinion, Halo 5 has the best multiplayer out of all the Halos.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's 2017, bro.
When it comes to the complete package, when it comes to the story and the multiplayer, everything put together, there is still no Halo out there that beats Halo 2, man. None.
I gotta agree with Bot. Halo 2 and then
it's
Halo 5.
You love Halo like I love Call of Duty, so it's okay.
See, so you can recognize, I'm passionate about that franchise.
Yeah. Xbot, I respect your opinion completely. I understand. You like all the Halos anyway, so it's not like you're shitting on Halo 3 completely.
Yeah, no, I'll play all of them, no doubt. It's just that
the multiplayer was the best on 2. It was.
I thought the whole package, like being able to dual wield for the first time in Halo, having it expand into places on Earth and stuff like that for the first time, like there was just a lot more to Halo 2 in terms of the story put together with the multiplayer, and I feel like there hasn't been a Halo to top that yet. So
nope, you're right.
Well, that's fine. Triple Cup Chuck. What do you?
Hey, he had to say my name. Slow the bass.
He's struggling with that name, Triple.
Hey, look.
Hey, how much he get it out?
As he was saying your name, he was rubbing on the fucking table and shit.
Man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
What I was doing, I was downloading this dog shit ass Destiny. That's what I was doing because
man, you don't play no games, bro. Come on, casual.
You know what? Since I'm gonna get that, since I'm over here downloading Destiny,
we'll play it. Let's go.
I'm gonna be a casual probably tonight or tomorrow for sure. So anyway,
play. So,
yeah, oh man, come on. Anyway, so what's up with you, Triple Cup Chuck? I don't gotta say it slow.
Yeah, he did it. Hey, but I'm gonna be casual as shit about this one. All right, with me and Destiny. All right, first, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too huge on games where the like, let's say they got a Gjallarhorn. What the fuck is that? I don't even know. I ain't never seen it, never heard no shit. It's like, what kind of gun is that? I know what a 4.4 is. I know the Tech. I know the AK is. I don't know what no Gjallarhorn and all these guns.
But straight, what?
And then I seen somebody. I was playing it. So you know, the first came out, I was playing it, and the person was shooting, and the bullet curved like it was on Wanted or something. Like the bullet went round this way and came all the way around the car. I said, man, what is this shit?
Wanted.
Yeah, you remember that old movie with
yeah, I remember that shit. Dude.
So
Morgan Freeman.
So I'm playing. I was like, man, I ain't really getting my girl like this. She was like, oh, look at the melee attack. She was, she was all into it. I was like, you like this shit? So my cousin said, well, look, my cousin is big on Destiny. I mean, like huge. And he was like, say, cuz, I'm gonna walk you through this. I'm gonna show you how to play. I said, okay, cool. And this is what I gotta say about people that know how to play Destiny, been playing Destiny. If you got somebody that never played it before and trying to help them out, do not do this here. This is what he did me. I'm gonna run a short episode. It's gonna be short. He said, all right, cuz, look, stand right here. I was like, okay, cool. 20 minutes later, he said, yeah, I killed everything. Come on. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, I had the same. No, you know what? Hey, and big shout out to PK Live, but he did the same thing to me. Same thing. Go ahead, Chuck. Say less, man. Did the same thing.
Yeah, I mean that completely took me out. Cause see, I like that war, I like that chaos, I like that mayhem. That's why I'm big on Battlefield. I love that dumb shit. So when I get in there, get to shooting and running around, I don't care if I die. Bring me back to life. Let's shake back. Let's get up in here. I don't want to just be standing in the background just don't. He like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go kill this big monster. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I said, well, let me come here. He's like, no, man, stay back there. Stay over there in that corner. They got a little hill. You can go hop up here and jump on this part here. And you can. I'm like, man, no, I want to run it right up on him and I want to shoot him in his face. He's like, nah, man, cuz stay back there. So I'm back there waiting. I said, man, this ain't fun. I'm just sitting here watching you shoot. I could be on Mixer or Twitch or something if this was the case. I ain't even had the first game. I gave that game away. Then I heard all the nonsense. But I'm gonna try it again. But this time I'm gonna do it in a different fashion. I'm gonna get with somebody that don't know shit about the game, and we gonna get on there fucking up together. And that's nice. That's the only way I can figure out if I'm gonna really like the game or not.
Well, triple, man, what you were saying about that, yo, dude, I felt the same way with the Division. My cousin kept sending me game requests to play in the Division, and my cousin went hard in that game.
Don't talk bad about the Division, don't you?
No, I'm not talking hard about it, but like he was like so many levels ahead of me. And he's like, all right, well, let's go in, man. I'll help you rank up and stuff. And his idea of helping me rank up was me sitting 2 blocks back while he took care of everything. And I'm like, no, man, I don't want to do that shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what PK did to me, man. He was like, you know how PK is. Much love to my boy, but I got to imitate him. Now, all right, here. Now you got to go around this corner, but just be still and don't go anywhere else. I said, all right, man, I got you.
Damn, that sounded like him.
And so I said, all right, man, what you got? I got my gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. I got it loaded up, cocked up, ready to go, and everything. And then next thing you know, he's like, all right, we're done. Let's go. I said, what? What you mean? I said, what you talking about? And so I'm just shooting the gun because I didn't even see what the bullets look like coming out of it. So I'm like, man, so it is. Well, and then he comes in, I'm a level 10,040 with a dragon snipe armor and with some kind of assailant sword coming out of my ass. I don't know what the hell was he saying. It was crazy to me. So I'm like, bruh, can we just come in there and play? So then I went and you know how I can get demanding and shit, right? So I said, man, let me fight this boss. Okay. So I go up there and I'm banging with the boss, and then I guess I was taking too long. I'm sorry, I had to kill him, Mega. You was taking too damn long. I'm like, what? Oh, man. So it was, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to give Destiny a chance, but I do feel burned. I do feel jaded because of the hype that they gave us in the beginning, and I never gave this game a chance, and I got all of the DLC. I do want to go back and I want to play it and learn because it sounds like I've missed out on a lot of it. But I'm downloading it right now. It's free, so I'm going to download it. So if anybody wants to help me and go through it and make me feel like
I did this whole podcast the whole time. The best thing you said was that impression of PK, bro.
Got you.
I'll get it on both. I'll get it on the PlayStation. I'll get it. I'm downloading first on the Xbox. So
hey, man, I got one more for you.
All right.
I got my cousin Savage Card. I got to give him a shout out. But this is what he did me. He said, look, you see the little motor scooter things that you ride around on Destiny? He said, look, pull out the motor scooter. We're going to get on the motor scooter. And once you're on the motor scooter, just drive fast as you can. We're going to skip past everybody and make it to the end of the board. I'm like, what is the purpose of doing that? Like, I want to shoot, I want to fight, I want to have fun. I don't want to just run past everybody, get to the end of the board, then get to the end of the mission. Or we playing a game like Grand Theft Auto when they say I ain't never played the online, and we get to the cutscene, you like, man, let's skip this. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen that before. Those are the issues. I just want to make sure that anybody out there that play me and playing games and helping somebody else that's a lower level, be patient. That's all I want to say. Be patient.
You're right. For new guys, you shouldn't do that to new guys. But what people are doing there, it's with every MMO. They do that sort of thing when they're grinding for gear and shit. They'll skip past everything they can just to get to the boss to try to get that loot. That happens. But yeah, when you do that to some new guy coming into the game, it's no fun to them. And I was the same way. I was like, why are you guys skipping all this shit? You know, I want to play. I want to get the experience.
Right.
So I feel you, man.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? So if you know, Fonzie and you guys want to try to help me out, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it another try. But you know, I'm very reluctant. But we'll see. Okay, so All Day's been telling me about Fortnite. He's been telling me about that since E3. So, and I know that Xbox, you've been talking about how great Fortnite is.
Oh, hell yeah. Man.
So, has anybody else played Fortnite yet?
Fortnite like passing gas at night?
No, not Chuck. Yo,
man, I seen it, man.
Oh, man.
That was too easy.
Can somebody tell me about it though?
It's kind of like a castle defense type game. Third person shooter. The best way I could describe it is like taking Plants vs. Zombies, Modern Warfare, Minecraft, and Overwatch and slamming those three games together.
Oh, you lost me right there with Minecraft. I mean, come on now.
But 2 out of 3 ain't bad, man. No, the thing is when you craft your base, right?
Oh, I seen that. Hey, my bad. Yeah, hey,
but you craft it on the fly, yo. You could be in the middle of a battle, and the way that they did it is you press B to go into craft mode, and you could just switch to what you want to put up. Whether it's walls, stairs, traps, they have the craziest traps to put onto this because
it's like a more serious mode, like for Gears Horde mode, because you can set props out like traps and things like that.
Yeah, it's a little more serious like that. But you got to remember the style. The style it's a colorful / cartoony style. That's why I kind of put that PVZ and that Overwatch in there because it's stylized cartoony like PVZ. But it's got the smoothness of like the player models from like Overwatch. But it is a lot of fun to play, man. You go in and there's this storm that wiped out 80% of the population. And with this storm, lightning strikes and then these kind of like zombie creatures come out of the ground. They're called husks. And it's cool because it looks like they're wearing like a human skin. And with a hoodie that like I can't even describe like exactly what they look like without sounding weird. But the game is a lot of fun. The crafting is crazy. You can build just about whatever you want to build. You could make traps to help you out in the game to take out these hordes that come at you from the storm. Mm-hmm. Or you can also use like the traps, like they have like the springboard. And you can build like separate parts of your base like around this map, and you can use the springboards to jump to each one and get there as quick as possible. You know, there's a lot of potential in this game to do pretty much whatever you want and make whatever type of base you want. And it's a lot of fun to play, man. There's like tons of guns, unlockables, different heroes that you can get from, you know, just playing the game and building up like the loot system or whatnot. It's a lot of fun to play. Yeah.
Cool. Did
Xbot, with this game, did you know that this game was going to be free to play next year before you bought it, or did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. See, and that's fine. But for a lot of people that are buying it and not knowing that and may have held off because it's free next year, that kind of sucks for those people. I that kind of pisses me off that they kind of push this game in that way, that they're basically you're buying a beta, you know, or you're buying to be able to play for months in advance before it becomes free. Like I don't like that message.
I look at it like it's gonna be a free to play in 2018, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they're going to make their money off microtransactions at that point in time because there is microtransactions in the game. Yeah. But I have no idea when in 2018 this is coming out. I didn't get a specific date, and I paid $40 for it on Xbox.
Yeah.
So for $40, if it comes out at the end of 2018, I feel like I'm going to get my $40 worth. And
it comes out November 18th.
No doubt.
November 18th. And then not only that, but by the time that it does go free to play, I have a feeling that I am going to be with a tier of players that have been there with me from the beginning. Yeah. And I feel like I'm just going to keep moving forward with those people. You know, I'll go in and play with new people and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm going to get my money's worth out of it anyway, man.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with those of you that knew that and you want to pay for that. Anybody's allowed to pay for what they want and how much they want. Even with microtransactions, I hate them. But if somebody's willing to pay for them, I mean, obviously they are. That's why they're there. That's fine. I don't give a shit what you pay your money for, you know, but at the end of the day, I wish that they would have been more upfront about that in the beginning and at least tell people, hey, this is going to be free to play next year. But if you want to play early, pay the $40 now.
No, I definitely understand that. And that's why when I do talk about it, I do, you know, kind of address that issue as well, because I feel like it should actually be out there more. And it's to me, it's a game that's worth it. But if you are a patient gamer, there are certain titles, certain games that when I see the gameplay for, like Gang Beasts for PS4, I cannot wait for that fucking game to come out. And I feel like I've been waiting forever. So the first time that comes out, even if it had something like this, you know, implemented in it where it was $40 and then the next year it's going to be free to play, I wouldn't give two shits. I'd throw down the $40 and play it as soon as possible.
Because I was looking into this game all day, was talking about, a dealer was talking about, I was looking into it, and I never saw any of that where it was going to be free next year until Rand did a video. And Rand made the video. That's when I became aware of it. And I was like, whoa, really? That's kind of odd. You know, why would they do that? You know, but like I said, if people want to pay for something early to get early access, that's fine. Just like EA access. If you want to play it early, you pay the money.
I also look at it almost like the year, like I agree with you that it should be out there more. All right. But when I thought about whether or not, you know, me and O-Snaps were going to pick it up or whatnot, I kind of, I even looked at like the Tomb Raider situation when, you know, Tomb Raider came out, it had a year exclusivity on there. And, you know, a lot of people were telling people, well, if you really do want to play it and you can't wait, looks like you're going to have to buy new hardware. And I was just like, you know what? I really want to play this game now. I thought about waiting a year, and I was like, you know, I know I'm going to get my $40 worth, so I'm just going to go in on it now, man.
And I'm glad that you're actually telling people, you know, your subs and everything that, oh, yeah, it's going to be free, but you're having a great time, and it's worth the $40 or whatnot. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. It looks cool, but you know what? It's kind of like Overwatch. I enjoy playing Overwatch when I'm playing it with people, but just to play the game by itself, I just don't have that same attraction to it. And I feel like I would have the same type of feel with Fortnite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. With the Overwatch, you will never have enough excitement playing those type of games unless you have a group of friends,
Right.
or if you got some good ass randoms. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
that's hard to find. And that's hard to find. Like a bunch of good ass randoms to play with on those type of games. You want to scoop them motherfuckers up to play with you in the future with that game. And but if you solo dolo, it's a no for me, man.
Infamous, you got to also agree too that it's the same thing for Destiny. If you don't have friends, you know, you ain't.
That's probably been my biggest problem the whole time. Is that it's because of that reason. Is because I've never really get to play with other people. I've always played it by myself, or I played with people that's had such a high rank and they want to just go and kill everything. So I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance now. So anyway, we're almost in that wrap up time. So yeah, of course, I want to ask about Crackdown. Now, is anybody on the panel excited about Crackdown?
Not really.
I'm not. I'm indifferent to it.
It's a no for me. I haven't really messed with the series, so I'm not going to jump on no bandwagon because everybody hype about it. I hope it's be successful because people want to mess with that game. So good for them. You know, they got their game that they wanted, but me, I ain't going to be ready to pay my money for that.
Well, I don't have to ask all day. I already know his point of view of it. What about you, Triple Shot?
Well, me, I got like a love-hate relationship kind of sort of with this game. It's like when the graphics, you know what I'm saying, I'm a person, I like pretty shiny things, and I'm not too fond of the self-shading, the way they got the look of the game. But the 100% destructible environments on the multiplayer, I just want to see just the chaos, the confusion. I just want to see a chunk of a building just come down on one side, and I just see those type of just amazing amazing events that just happen. Those things there, I'm interested in seeing. But the graphics part of it, that's what kind of got me on the 50-50. Because you know what I'm saying, if this game be successful, which I hope it do, because they could implement this in other games. Let's say like Battlefield World War III, hint, hint. They could do 100% destructible environment, you know, something like that. I could just go diving in, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that I want to get it, but at the same token, it's more of a wait and see. I just got to see a little bit more. Like the single player, I don't really care. So whatever they want to say about that, whoop it whoop. I want to see that multiplayer. I want to see that 100% destructible environment. I want to see that gun that people keep telling me about where it just sucks, the black hole gun that just sucks everything in. I want to see all this amazing stuff because somebody was just telling me about it, and they would say, man, you could do this. They got this. They're going to have all this type of stuff, the destructible environment. They're going to have all that. I say, now it sounds fire on paper, but just the actual when you get the plan and the gameplay and you know what I'm saying, or what they did at E3. Some people don't like it, but with Terry Crews, that boy, that sold it. I mean, he was in there, he was hyped, he was all into it. Now him alone almost made me say I'm diving. But I'm just gonna have to sit and wait. Just honestly, I might get it, but it's one of those sit and wait type games. I want to see more about the game first.
No, I feel you on that. I feel you. What about you, Bot? You interested in Crackdown? Okay, Fonterelli, this was supposed to be your time right now.
Yeah. For me personally, I think
no, you were supposed to act like Bot. Oh yeah, that's too late now. Okay, what about you, man? Well, okay, Fonterelli,
I think Crackdown. Like I was good with Crackdown 1. I thought it was a fun game. I didn't think it was spectacular by any means, but it was fun. 2 was total trash. It was just bad.
That's what
that left a bad taste in my mouth. But 3, it looks kind of like 1, but I'm not feeling the hype for it. Like there's nothing about the game that screams you gotta buy it, you know. And Microsoft ain't doing me any favors either. They're not really pushing it on me. They're not selling me anything with this game because all they've shown so far is, you know, they haven't shown the destructible environments. They haven't shown the real meat and potatoes of this game, the multiplayer, which is what I want to see. I want to see what that has to offer us because that might sell me the game.
Right. I'm with you. Look, there's one thing that I think a lot of people don't get about shell shaded games. They just they can only look so well over time. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter how more powerful your PC, your console is, but those shell shaded graphics, they only can do so much. They can add more detail, but that's really it. And I think Crackdown, it looks better, you know, for the people that's saying that it looks like Crackdown more, and I laugh at that. That's just fanboy talk. But the first player aspect of it, I played the first Crackdown. I enjoyed it. I never played the second one. I never had the time to get into the second one. But I listened to so many people tell me that it was bad, so it kept me away from it. So, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I always support the Xbox exclusives. So I'm going to get it. But it's going to be, but the thing that's got my interest is the multiplayer, because as much as I love Battlefield and that Frostbite engine, this sounds like the Frostbite engine on meth. So on heroin, on smack, and I want it, and I want that, and that's wrong. Yeah, and I really will be disappointed, and you will hear me talk mad shit about Xbox. I don't think anybody's really heard me get into Xbox ass on the level that I would if they come out and then they make some kind of excuse saying that these destructible environments and all of this doesn't come out. That would be an absolute fail.
But okay, make it in the back of your mind, do you feel like that's a possibility? Because if you had that to show, they would have shown it.
No, I think they're waiting for Gamescom. I think that there's a lot of things. Look, you may not have faith in.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse, bro.
Yeah, look. This is the thing with the whole Crackdown epidemic that's starting over, right? That's popped up. Like, okay, it's just a fashion that you got to hate Xbox right now, right? So anything that Xbox shows, the people are going to say it's still trash. If they look, it's not. You know, it is a AAA game. But it's what I've said before. It's not that game that everybody's been asking for. You know, that's why it did hurt them that Scalebound got canceled, because if you could compliment Scalebound with Crackdown and like, oh shit, this is what we're talking about. Plus with all the indies, and you got the Xbox One X, it's just a perfect storm right there, right? But you only have this, and when you have Forza as well, and then Cuphead, they got the games. But the thing of it is that now it's kind of like their main game is going to be Forza, which is going to do very well. And then you have Crackdown, and that's that game that nobody's really asked for. But then you bring up something that people are all anticipating to see, and why not show it at the end? Why not show it at Gamescom? Why? You know, I mean,
the thing is, you showcase your game, like especially a game that's supposed to be launching with your new hardware. You got to showcase that at E3, and to me, they didn't showcase it enough. They should have.
No, they didn't showcase it enough. No, I agree.
And when they had time to showcase it with showing 42 games.
That's true.
Well, they showed 15 minutes of a game that's not coming out till next year. They should have put allotted that time slot for.
Are you talking about Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, they should have allotted that time slot for Crackdown 3.
That's true. That's true.
I agree. No, they made that was a little boss, because that game is coming out this year, and that game needs to be shown more. And no, I have maybe 20. I have maybe a 20% concern about why they didn't show the online. But when we get to Gamescom and then they still don't show nothing, then it's going to jump to like 90%. Like, what the fuck, Microsoft? Why are we not seeing this? So
you better not be getting it later, huh?
And well, no, and then I won't get it. That's because that's what my interest is
the multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer aspect, not the single player. And so anyway, that goes down to talk about what we were talking about earlier, Chuck, and that was Battlefield. Is anybody do anybody got Battlefield other than me and Chuck? Oh, well, I know
Infamous.
I got it. I mean,
Infamous.
You got it all day.
Yeah, I got Battlefield.
But I mean, it's a good game. I just don't really care about it.
Well, they got the new DLC coming in. What is something of the Czar? I forgot something of the Czar.
The women's Russian army, yo. I gotta fuck with them.
Have women, yeah, and like, man, Battlefield is epic to me. Like that's a game that I can jump on by myself and just play for hours. I love Battlefield.
Hey, that's what I
man,
do.
we used to do that shit on Fridays. We used to play Battlefield 1 back in the days.
Mm-hmm. And just in case people need to, just slow down, because this was historically factual with this Russian group of snipers of women. Mm-hmm. It's all true. So I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, they're putting women in the game. We need to boycott it." Because they were doing that shit with World.
Yeah, they was.
Hey, I feel sad for anybody that make that statement though. I feel sad for them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is trash. I mean, there's nobody out there that should disrespect, you know,
a woman killer.
Yeah, a woman or you know what I'm saying. Any you know, look, I got so much flack because I made a video back talking about Battlefield 1, and there was so many people, and there were a lot of Europeans that were mad at me because I was talking about the Harlem Hellfighters, and they were saying that was just a small percentage. That there wasn't really no blacks. They were cooks. They were this, and I'm like, what the? Yeah, no, they got racist.
Man, I don't know who the Harlem Hellfighter was. That was like the hardest platoon they ever had.
You can go back to my comments on that video where I was talking about Battlefield 1. And I was asking, was you know what I'm saying? Because there was a big discussion, was Battlefield 1 too black? Because they were showing a black man on the cover. I got the black gentleman for the collector's edition and all that. So, and then this caused a big uproar. So, and now just like with Call of Duty, I'm interested in the new Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have women fighters in there, and there's people bitching about that like there's no women that should be in there. Like,
when you start to question things like that, you've got some real deep-seated issues within yourself, and you check those. You know what I'm saying? People that really think these things and say these things really have to understand they've got a problem.
Yeah, I mean they do. And then the crazy part about it, if they knew what they was talking about, if they knew about the Harlem Hellfighters, that really and truly, when I heard they was gonna be in the game, and then saying pretty much the cover of the game, I was like, man, this game gonna be deep. Just for the simple fact of that's uncharted territory. That's something that ain't really been just in the mass, it's just been taught and just been front street and front line for everybody to see. Like, this platoon was like one of the baddest platoons they ever had, was the Harlem Hellfighters. Even though they were small, they was small, but they was tough. They was real tough. Like the women they finna bring from Russia. Them was some tough women. Like, people don't realize they got some stuff that's not taught in history that played a major role, and just putting it in a game like that. I mean, that's better than going to school, because a child gonna learn this here. They gonna remember this here. So that's I look at those type of things. They should experiment more about doing stuff like that to expand knowledge towards kids, not just shooting and killing, but that's cool to have, but put some knowledge in there too, like how they did with the Battlefield. Now with the Call of Duty, I mean, I don't shit on Call of Duty that oftenly, but I do every now and again. I mean, it looks like Battlefield. When I say it, I said, oh, Call of Duty look like a when I first seen it, I say, oh, that's some DLC for Battlefield. I said, oh no, that's Call of Duty. To my World War II. That's why I say Battlefield next when they need to come out is World War III. Do one up over them. Do a Kobe over Jordan.
And it's good. It's a good point you bring that up. That's what the problem is for me with this Battlefield, is the fact that it's just these old guns. I'd rather them do a modern day, war, but no running on walls and jumping 10 feet in the air. That shit's got to go. Leave that to the Halos and the Destinies.
They do the World War III with Donald Trump being president, and he pushed the button because somebody said something to him on Twitter. I'm telling you, hey, then we started World War III. We got what's his name out there, North Korea?
Yeah, he's even crazier than Trump, right?
He crazy. Then the dude in the Caribbeans. The president over there, I heard he shot somebody for and made him eat a cigarette for smoking a cigarette inside of a bar. Man, they got some crazy stuff they could put in the World War III and have it like in really modern day times, like right here, right now. Just say we go to war right now. World War III.
Work with Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor put in Al Qaeda, and that got so much. They got scrutinized. So
they don't need to go like So they was too personal. They don't need to go that personal.
But I mean, in Call of Duty already did that though with the first Modern Warfare. So I mean, look, I don't, look, I don't. We'll talk about that some other time, man. We about to get ready to wrap it up, but I wanted to bring up my last point, and that was about the Switch. All Day posted something. I don't know what the hell that was. It just looked like a whole bunch of wires, and I guess
monstrosity.
Yeah, and it looked like something.
Oh, the Switch.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be something where you can connect and talk to somebody online, but then if somebody if somebody calls you or something, then it would disconnect you from talking to that person online while you're playing the game. Stuff like that. Look, man, I don't know how Nintendo gets away with it, but Do anybody have anything to say on that issue?
Yeah, I do. I made a video about this months ago, and basically it was a parody video where I'm sitting in a room full. I don't know if you guys saw it, but anyway, I was dressed up like a Nintendo head. My room, I was in a green screen. The room looked like it was all Nintendo'd out, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, yeah, I'm going to play with this Switch with my friend. Yeah, we're going to get on voice chat. And what I end up doing is using my phone and calling my friend, and that was the Nintendo voice chat. Well, guess what? That's basically what it's come out to be. You got to use your phone. You got to use a smart device of some type. It's bullshit. It's 2017, and you're expecting people to have a smart device to use for just to have voice chat on your Switch? That's some bullshit, right?
Yeah, and not to mention, if you have the app open, and if you navigate to Twitter or Facebook or any type of app that's not the app you're using for voice chat, it will shut off.
Man, nobody ain't got time for that.
So,
for real.
It's 2017. There's no excuse to not have that app natively on the Switch itself.
I mean, but that's just an update, though. They could change that with an update to fix the if the Switch turn off when you go to another app. I mean, don't get me wrong, the shit's stupid, but they could do an update to keep it from turning.
When you like save your phone, I mean, it's just the voice chat that shuts off. It's not the Switch. It's the voice chat that turns off. If you
all day, not for anything, but with the voice chat, like say you have a call or a text message that you check. Yeah, you get disconnected from your party chat, but once you're done doing what you're doing with that, whether it's text or phone call or whatever, and you hang up or you close out your text message, you go directly back into the party chat as long as it's still existing and as long as people are still playing that game and doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
How much is this? $25 a year or something? What is it?
About $30 a year, yeah.
Okay, $30.
That's EA access. Fuck that.
But you're paying to use your own phone. Why not just call them up? Why not just use Discord on your phone and have a friends list on Discord?
See, that's an awesome option. And, with Nintendo, like I can see them at first. First of all, you got to remember they're centralized in Japan, and Japan is a different culture. So maybe the Japanese are looking at this like, oh, this is awesome. And I try to put myself in the position of, these people that come up with these ideas. And the only thing I could think of was, these guys were thinking, man, yeah, we're not going to put any of the extra hardware and stuff like that in the system, all the hardware in your handheld. Because let's face it, I won't call the Switch a console. It's a handheld to me.
Yes,
all right?
Agreed.
And they're like, well, if you have one device dedicated for your games and you're already walking around with a device dedicated for communication, maybe we can use that communication device for their party chat. I mean, because let's be honest, Nintendo never really looked at party chat as like a pillar of any system they came out with. Well, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't even look at online services at all for years.
And look how successful they were.
But here's the thing about that. You're speaking on Japan, a country that is so technologically advanced and has a lot of tech ahead of even us. There's a lot of tech that they have ahead of us. So I don't believe it was something that they couldn't have implemented in there. What I think is Nintendo is so out of touch themselves, and they didn't give a shit about this online. And this was a feature that was just slapped on after the fact. That's what this is. This is not. This
I
was
agree.
never designed.
I agree with you.
I agree 100% on that, Fonzarelli. There's no excuses for that. I mean, with like you said, their internet speeds are so much more on another level than ours. And if you can tell me if their internet speeds are at those levels, you mean to tell me that they couldn't put
Okay,
just a simple piece of tech to where people could chat off of the system itself?
On that note, what you just said, even their subway systems, you can get Wi-Fi, you can get cell service in their subways.
Hey, maybe the Switch was just rushed. They might have rushed it so fast.
It wasn't rushed. It was just one of the things they didn't want to look. I think what happened to the GameCube, they spent so much money on the GameCube that they never ever felt like they made a profit on that thing. And so Nintendo went to this point to saying, look, we're never going back to that. Never. We're never going to go overspend on making a console because we wasted too much money and resources on that, and we're just going to come out with the game. And then it was the biggest ripoff in gaming history, in my opinion, was the Wii U. Was the Wii, because it was such a gimmick, but everybody enjoyed it because it was just the casuals fun machine. Now it's in every pawn shop and every attic in people's homes now, but they sold so many of those things. Nintendo was like, this is all we got to do from here on out. Maybe put a little bit more power to it, but then just keep bringing what people like, and that's just our IPs. And here we go. That's what we got. So it's pretty fucked up, man. I love Nintendo. I always will for nostalgia reasons, but you know what? I'd rather spend $60, $70 on the Super Nintendo Mini or the Nintendo Mini before I would just, before
you get for the Switch.
Yeah,
I got to now sell a Switch.
I got to get the old lady got it. She forced it on me. I got to get it, but you know what I'm saying. Over the time, I was a part of the Switch game, but the more and more after I'm hearing about their policies and then all of those other things, it's just kind of got me to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? Unless they come out with a crazy Donkey Kong or if they came out with another exclusive Bayonetta or something like that, but. I don't know. I don't know.
And you think the Mini gonna outsell the Switch when the SNES come out?
I don't think they made enough for it to outsell it.
If they made enough, I think their Mini will outsell it though. I think that's what they should do with a Star Fox 2 too.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Star Fox the shit.
Here's the thing about Nintendo, man. That it's crazy. Except for the Wii U, just about any crazy idea that they do or whatever, especially this gen with the Switch and stuff, the Switch is fucking selling, Yeah. The Switch is selling, and I gotta ask you guys, since we're talking about this now, I can tell this whole party chat system is very unpopular with pretty much everybody on the panel. Mm-hmm. But do you think it's gonna hurt sales of the Switch at all?
No,
it's not.
Yeah, because when people buy the Nintendo, they're not buying it to play online. They're buying it to buy their IPs. So when Mario comes, it's going to sell like hotcakes, and that's probably when I'm going to get it is when Mario comes at the end of the year.
So long as women having babies, the Nintendo gonna sell.
Yeah. So,
I like that, man. I'm gonna use that.
That's funny, but you know what? Infamous, she'll cut my throat if I don't hurry up and get off of here because our time is just about up. Am I right?
Wait a minute. I've been patient. I'm gonna stick it out.
I know you was quiet, but then I was ready for you to send me a message. What the hell are we still doing now? But
I'm chilling today.
That's cool. So we can go long. We can go another hour, right?
Not for me.
Before these games, unlike K Mega, man, we got to get it in.
Whatever, man. I just got the invite from Z, man. We about to play some Gears or some Halo. I'll be in there playing some. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go to work in the morning. I volunteered to do a little bit of work in the morning, so I'm gonna make a little bread. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why. I really don't want to go, but I volunteered, so I told him I'd go. But
guys, I want to let you know I officially, while being on the show and on Crossfire, I officially finished the overlay for tomorrow's podcast, and it is fire.
Nice. You know what? You get no plugs. I don't know why I'm not playing anyway.
I like the one you did last week.
Yeah,
that one was fire too.
Oh yeah. That's why we making some nice overlays and everything. So anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. We appreciate all you guys that stayed and listen to us and listen to our topics. And for the people that's going to be listening to us later on, the GRG podcast is back, and hopefully that we'll have our boy Livewire back, ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Let that nigga stay where he at.
What'd you say, Livewire? What'd you say, bro?
I said let him stay where he at, man.
Okay, yes, that's our Donald Trump. If you guys didn't know, if you're new to the show, he just says the most wildest shit ever. So, you know what I'm saying? And I like to thank my boy Fonzarelli for coming in and saying what's up to us, man. That is dope. That's dope. Thank you, Fonzarelli.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. And hold on. There you go. You hear my boy? You hear my boy Fonzarelli?
That's right.
Go ahead. So it's all right, man.
I can't do it.
Huh? You can't do
that high, bro.
You can't do that? Come on, man. You can't?
Yeah, I got
sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is sweet. These are my delicates. Tumble dry. Extra heat.
You can't do that.
That's too much.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, sorry, man. Thank you, Fontarelli, man. Hey, man, talk about your successful podcast with Dealer and all them, man, and your channel and all that.
Oh yeah, you can find me at Everything According to Me right here on YouTube, or you can watch us on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on Dealer Gaming's channel, the RDX podcast. It's been fun.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to hit up Luca's crazy ass to try to get her onto the show sometime, and then that would be wild because if having all day and Luca in there, that might make me pull out the rest of the hair that I do have in my head.
You don't have any hair left, man.
I know I'm bald as hell, but no, I love Luca. That's my girl. But anyway, Infamous, what's up with you? Go ahead and give us a shout out. And like I said, man, you doing it big interviews. I want to be like you when I grow up, Lady Infamous. What's going on?
Right. Because I like to everybody in the chat. Thank you for taking time out your lives to listen to us talk about these games and whatnot. My central hub is Lady_Infamous30 at Twitter. You can check me out at Lady Infamous 415 on my YouTube channel. I'm doing a giveaway. Make sure y'all be active. I got 2 custom made care packages ready for my winners. And you can guys check me out on Twitch, Lady_Infamous 415. I'll be doing my damn thing. Tonight I will be playing some Destiny on PlayStation. So just hit me up on Lady
Tony. Go ahead.
I know you ain't talking about it. You got a PlayStation 2, man. You better cut that noise.
You tell him, Infamous. You get in there. Tell him.
Get him.
I don't have no PlayStation. I sold it.
My game. Yeah, right.
Exposed.
Exposed. Anyway.
But my PlayStation Network, I guess gamer tag is Lady Infamous 415. Put GRG in the message so I know if he's trying to play. So, and thanks to panel, it was great to be back.
Yes, it was definitely great to be back. And Don, shut up. Keep nursing your Cambodian yak that you keep messing with out there in Cambodia. Don't come out here and talk about it's a 4-hour-long podcast. Stop that. Anyway, man, hey, Xbox 448, man, give us all the info, man, and because you got a Ninja Scroll yourself now.
I was gonna say, man, I'm developing one of them Dead Sea Scrolls as well, man. Yes. And I actually have to add a couple more to that. First of all, if you want to check me out on Twitter, check out my YouTube channel, PSN Xbox Live. I go by the same name across the board. So it's all Xbox 448. Of course, we have the next podcast, which is every Saturday at 7 p.m. Tomorrow's podcast is going to be fire. I got some topics lined up to get the panel all riled up. And not only that, BGST every Sunday. About 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. I don't think we ever really know until we get close to that time.
Until you get the notification.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, every Wednesday morning I am on Oh Snap It's Mel's channel for coffee casuals and consoles. This coming week, I actually have a special guest appearance, and I will be on RDX podcast this Tuesday with the Fonz, with All Day, with Luca, with Colt and Dealer, and I cannot wait.
They gonna ask you to come on the show, and they ask K.
Brother man, I am the king, man. King Neutral is in the building.
Man, I'm gonna have to talk to some people around here, man.
He a neutral with a halo symbol.
I know.
Hey, you're a true neutral.
I'm called neutral with a preference.
That's cool.
That's what's up.
I also want to say shout out to my boy Prophet of Metal. He's got his YouTube channel, and we just recorded an interview today, and I love he calls it the Prophet Cast, and he goes beyond gaming when it comes to the interviews. So if there's anybody actually interested in my kind of like my life beyond YouTube and beyond gaming and stuff, he should be dropping that video on Monday as well. I had a lot of fun doing this pre-recorded show with him, and I definitely want as many people out there to check it out. So follow me on Twitter, and I will definitely post that when it publishes on Monday, man.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's awesome, man. No doubt. And now we move on to the very most petty, my little my little bastard cousin that just
the troll under the bridge.
He will piss on your floor all day.
It was a good show, man. You guys can find me on Twitter at allday_digital. You know what I'm saying, son? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you though. Hey B, hey, check this out, B. Hey, Sean, check it out though.
Goodness.
You can find me on the RDX podcast, son, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
You need to tell people where they got that from so people can understand and start watching that show that's on YouTube because I watched look pretty dope. It would look
hey, shout out to Respect Life. Shout out to Boom, man. He independent film director, man. He made this show called Respect Life. It's like, you know, a series on YouTube, a web series, and it's pretty dope. You guys check it out. You know what I mean? Word up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, okay. All right. And then last but not least, man, our special guest, man, thank you for coming back yet again and blessing us with your talents, brother. So, man, give us your channel and everything that you do. Triple Cup Chuck. Listen to that. What?
Yeah, he getting it. He getting it. Hey, man, I appreciate you having me out here. I had fun. It was enjoying myself. It was intense, you know. Got some hot topics going, you know what I'm saying? It was good. But, you know what I'm saying, you can find me at Triple Cup Chuck, Triple Cup, one word, then Chuck, on Twitter, Xbox, you know, YouTube. On Mondays, you can find me on the Gamer Section podcast with Kano, you know what I'm saying, my homie from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying, we get it in. Who that?
Saints. Stand up.
Right. Saints, you know what I'm saying?
We got to get my boy on here pretty soon.
Madden coming out real soon. Anybody can get it. Oh, speaking about EA games, anybody, until Fight Night come out, anybody want their issue in UFC, I'll point you down. So I just a shout to anybody that's out there. I don't care who, anybody can get it. I don't care if you're a judge, you're a lawyer, you are.
Man, you gonna be punching the air. You might don't play that game no more.
Man, it don't matter. I'm
not into game wrestling, man.
Yeah, hey, man, we be on there. Somebody trying to wrestle me out, uppercut the piss out of them. Like, man, you know, the whole time I'm steady hollering, fight night. And I know they be thinking I'm be crazy. I don't care. I be in there.
That's dope. Well, all right, man. Yes, man, it's great to be back, man. That 2-week hiatus, man, I needed it. It was relaxing. Had to spend some time with the old lady, man. Sit back and caught up on some movies, played some games. I beat some games. You know what I'm saying? I know that.
Mega, you better get ready. You're gonna catch it Sunday for that vacation. I just want to let you know that.
That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely will be back, and you know that my sword and my shield is always ready. I got it right here.
You know how you spell Mega, right? D-I-V-A.
What? That's how they do it? But yeah, man, it's great to be back as usual, and I'm glad for you guys to join us on GRG, man, and this is just great. And hey, Fonzarelli. All right. So, all right, man, we are out. Y'all have a good, blessed night, man. We gonna do some gaming. Or, hey, if y'all want to do the pants off, dance off, that's all right with me. It's Friday night. Y'all have a great one.
Wrap it up, though.